celebrating today some strong women in their 60s. Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, Madonna, Whoopi Goldberg, no less, and a few names to add to that 60s club. Alongside me, Ruth Langster today, it is Linda Robson, Denise Welch and Kaye Adams. So, I didn't do my mug. 63, just.
Yeah, I know. I must say I'm very much enjoying being the baby of the group.
She never stopped talking about it all morning. Now, still to come, we'll be delving into some financial debates affecting women post-60, including the guilt of downsizing your home. And Kaye's strong opinions on the women who say that they don't want to retire. That's all coming up. First, though, our guest. We're talking love and romance. Did you know that by the age of 60, there are twice as many single women as men, and 29% of you told us the idea of being single in your 60s fills you with dread? On the flip side to that, there is a rise in women hitting 60 and realising that they would rather go it alone. So our guest today knows all about that after breaking up with her fiancé of over 16 years just a year ago. Here to tell us how she's navigating single life at 62, just. Please welcome Vanessa Feltz. Welcome. And, are you all right?
Yes.
We're in.
Fine, I'm in.
I know, we didn't get your
60,
T-shirt.
62 just, birthday last week.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
I've got to just explain, we'll get you to explain why you were eating chocolate mousse in that link, because I ran out of time to explain why.
They offered me chocolate mousse. Who's going to turn them down, right? I'm not going to refuse chocolate mousse. I don't know what mealtime it's meant to be. Who cares? Chocolate mousse, it was delicious. I think I was talking about chocolate mousse because I was saying that when people say, you know, so in your 60s, you know, do you still like sex? I just think, what a weird question. It's like saying in your 60s, do you still like chocolate mousse? The answer is, if I liked it before, I'm the same person and I still like it now.
I agree with you. But so many people don't.
Don't what?
Don't like sex in their 60s, not interested, don't care. Some of my friends and my sister.
Right under the bus.
But don't you think essentially you are yourself? You're still... It's not like you cross that sort of Rubicon. You get 60, you wake up on your 60th birthday and suddenly you're an old person.
You hate everything.
And all you really want to do is just knit a jumper and have some hens and bake a pie. Oh, bloody hell, I don't want to do any of those things. I think if you liked mousse and chocolate mousse before, you still like it.
I don't like it as much as I used to.
Do you know it?
Chocolate mousse.
Oh, I
do.
You need to change your recipe.
Is it a bit sickly these days?
It is. I had a huge appetite for chocolate mousse in the past, and it's special treats now.
Yeah. I still like chocolate mousse, just I don't have it as often as I used to have chocolate mousse. I would say.
Are we talking about mousse or sex?
I don't know what we're talking about.
You don't need a partner to enjoy chocolate mousse.
Well, you don't, but
sex.
then again, I bought Linda something to enjoy chocolate mousse on her own, and it's just gone straight in a drawer. But it says here that a study found that women who orgasm, right?
You can write to it today,
over 60,
What, Lady? I can't believe we're orgasming already. That was quick.
twice a week, were 30% less likely to develop heart disease as well.
Linda.
If that's twice a week.
So it's good.
I'd
like to try harder, wouldn't
The other thing, Vanessa, we were talking about so many women who fear being on their own. So our survey, very high percentage saying some of them are in happy relationships, but they fear being on their own. And you have talked very publicly about your breakup with Ben just over a year and a bit ago. How do you navigate, or how are you navigating being single in your 60s? What would you say to other women who are facing that or thinking about it?
I have dreaded being on my own. I was sort of brought up to get married, really. That's what my parents kind of pressured me into almost from birth. So I never really imagined being on my own, and I knew I wouldn't deal with it very well. And it was a heck of a shock, and often it comes along with a sopping great broken heart as well. So you're not, you know, you're not like single but in a really great mood. You're single but feeling absolutely ghastly. And I just thought the only way I could cope with it was the only way I could think of to cope with it, which was to just be very, very busy and you know, go straight from... I do a TV show on Talk TV every day. It finishes at 6, and I'm off somewhere. So all my old school friends, all my old you know, all my friends, all my life, people I work with, everybody I've ever liked, everyone I've ever met, total strangers, I don't know. I was out somewhere.
But that was like 390 days.
Well, I didn't fancy just coming in through the door at Feltz Towers on my own at 6:30 in the evening and not seeing another living soul till sometime the next day.
What is it that worries you about being single? Why do you find it so difficult?
A bit lonely, a bit... I don't know, a bit cold, a bit
Because
isolated.
your girls have grown up and they've got children
and I didn't have the heart for it. And I felt like if I was out even seeing a local film, it didn't have to be something glitzy and showbizy, just, you know, having spag bol in my friend's kitchen, it was at least a kind of social, somewhere to go.
Were there any friends that changed towards you, Vanessa, or did you find that all of your friends, married and single, embraced you?
Got to say, everyone's been really, really nice, honestly. And also people who I don't think even realised they were my friends and suddenly felt they had no choice. I've got to do something. It's a Wednesday night. Don't make me sit in the house all night. They've been really, really lovely. And I've got to say, you know how we always knock social media and say what a terrible place it is, how horrible it is and all of that. And it's true, it can be ghastly, obviously, and nasty trolls and all that. But people were really supportive to me on social media after the breakup. And it really did mean the world to me. And you know those horrible nights where you can't sleep because your heart's just going, oh, my God, is it actually broken? Hang on. Is it bleeding? What's happening here? I'm in such pain. So you can't sleep. I would read all the messages. And they were lovely messages from people who've been through it, come out the other end,
and actually
survived. It meant the world, and I really mean it.
And that is whether they're total strangers or your friends, it's that support that you need, isn't it?
A network of women, I think, who just really.
But you did eventually go, I need to stay in for a night. I just need to do this.
One night I stayed in. One.
And was it horrible?
Salmon in foil. I don't know. It was all right. I had to pretend it was great, and then I said, well, yeah, it was okay. I survived. It'd be fine. I'll probably do it again in a few months' time. If I can't find anywhere else to go, I'll do it again.
But it's funny you talk about being lonely, Vanessa. You can be lonely in a relationship. And we had this discussion earlier, didn't you? Would you prefer to be single or in a bad relationship? Because you have to make a decision, don't you? I mean, do you want a relationship at any cost?
What you're saying makes perfect sense, and you're absolutely right. I agree with you, but somehow emotionally, I just wasn't ready to volunteer to be on my own. And also, you can get very distracted by the sort of commotion in a relationship. Someone's coming in, someone's going out, there's something to see, there's all going on, and you kind of feel that must be better than nothing, even if, as you quite rightly say, you're very, very lonely and you know it's not really delivering what the relationship should. So, I mean, yes, I agree, you're absolutely right. But, you know, I've made many abysmal choices in my life, and that was another one of them.
How have you found getting back into the dating game in your 60s, Vanessa?
Oh, mate, absolutely hilarious. You've got to have a sense of humour. You've just got to have a sense of humour. I mean, and I can't go on any apps or anything because it'll end up straight in the sun or whatever it is the next mornings. I can't do that. I don't want anyone to go, oh, my God, it's Vanessa Feltz. So I can't do that. So I have to wait to be introduced by friends. They call themselves friends. These men, they're serving up. It's like, God's sake. You know, some of them honestly look as though they've been dug up from the... They look like they've been exhumed. I'm sorry, but I don't mean to be nasty, but it is just true.
Yeah, but you know who you are.
You know who you are. And you just think... And all I can't stop thinking, could I actually French kiss this? And then I'm like, are those your teeth? Is that your hair? Is that your jumper?
So, does that mean... I mean, obviously, we know Ben was younger than you. Does that mean you're looking younger?
No, I just want someone alive. Yeah, breathing. Just breathing. Occasional breath would be fine.
What's your checklist, then? If you could design the perfect guy, if I could bring him to you, what would your checklist be?
I think really top of the list would... I mean, look, let me fib and say what you're meant to say, which is top of the list is kind.
Say the truth.
Sexy as hell, of course, really sexy, but in a sort of grown-up way, not younger, but just somebody who, you know, has got a bit of something about them, a bit of razzle-dazzle, a bit of a, you know, some funny line that makes you feel a bit feminine, and, God, these guys are... You know, you watch them hoovering up some scrambled egg and you just think, let me die, I'd just die right now. You know. And if I had to hold your hand, I'd puke. And if I had to hold anything else of yours, I would die.
Men tuning in with his lunch to
I can't help it. I can't help it if they are. If they're wanting loose women, it serves them right, doesn't it? Honestly.
Ben was younger. Did that make a difference that Ben was younger?
No, it doesn't matter how old the person is. It's if they've got charisma or not. It's got nothing to do with age. I really don't believe that.
Well, listen, you have got charisma in buckets, spades and everything else, Vanessa. We could talk to you all day. Sadly, you know how this works. Got to take another break now.
I haven't had an orgasm yet.
I know. Now, as I said, we're going to a break. After that, we'll be opening our Bank of 60 and asking, would you feel guilty giving up your adult child's bedroom? Also, the women who imagined they'd be retiring at 60 only to be told that they've got 6 more years left to work. We'll be back with all that right after this.